Okay, hey guys, this is a quick video. I'm going to show you a quick trade that I took on GBP Swiss franc. It's 2025 May 23rd. I took it on Friday, which is today. So let's get into the analysis. Now I know price is reversing, but I expect the price to pretty much move up. And I captured like around 0.7%. It's almost 1%. Sorry, 0.8%, which is almost 1%. It's really cool, ending the week with some profits. It's beyond amazing. But I saw on the GBP Swiss franc or GBPCHF. Basically, the market on the daily, it was trending up, making new highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then a brand new higher low. Now, keep in mind, I'm a trend trader. That's the way that how I trend basically. So as soon as the price was retracing back, especially keywords, especially with retracing back into resistance level, now it's became support level. I scaled down to the 4-hourly time frame. So before I get into the analysis on the 4-hourly time frame, I would like to explain one thing. The way that I trade is basically trend following another trend following another trend. I basically trade with 3 time frames: daily, 4-hourly, and 30-minute. So if the daily trending up, I will wait for the market on the 4-hourly time frame to switch from downtrend to an uptrend with a retracement. I would like to call a break and retest, which is basically price, breaking market structure, and then retraces back. So on the retracement phase, I scale into the 30-minute time frame, which I would be looking for another breakout to the upside in that instance, since the data is trending up. So basically, I would be looking for daily trend, which is in that example going up, for hourly trend change to the upside, which we got it, and 30-minute shift in the momentum and then breakout. That's the way that I like to trade. Anyways, so on the 4-hourly time frame, what we saw is the market was briefly trending down-ish, ranging. It was making low, lower high, low, low, lower high, but failed to make a new low because we don't have enough confluences to pretty much go to the downside. Try to push up, breaking the previous market structure, but failed to continue from here. Like, okay, it's made a new high, but it failed to make a new high. It kind of started to range around, this higher low, but it failed to pretty much hold and then push. What ended up being happening is that price, made a new low, lower high. At that time, prices, failed to make a new low. What happened is that price started to range around Asia session. It range around before we start to see the ultimate new high. And this high, it was, with full momentum. We can see clearly the trend change from a downtrend to an uptrend. So my strategy states that I have to wait for the market to pretty much break, which it did, and then retest the broken structure, which in that instance specifically didn't happen. The reason because the momentum was too good to be true, honestly. So basically we have this support level, became resistance. Now the way I look for key structures or key levels in that instance, I would like to watch and observe the levels that's actually, recent and it's actually work. So, we can see here price, pretty much moving up, came back to the same level, and we got instant reaction from it. Came back to it, instant reaction. Price broke it, came back to it, instant reaction. So those kind of levels I'm actually interested in, to take trade. But since the momentum was really strong in that example, I try to look for major key level at the same time, nearby. Oh shit. Sorry guys, my camera broke down. Okay. So I scaled, a little bit to the left side, and what I saw is that this key level. Now it's kind of old. In that example, I would like to see, even if it was old, I would like to look into levels where it's actually recently, been tested, which we didn't got it, but we got an excuse for that example since the momentum was really strong. So we had a confluence, since we are in a strong uptrend. So for this key level, we can see major reactions from here. Price just moving up, came back to it, moving up, came back to it, just moving up over and over and over again. So it's kind of in a strong level. However, like we should keep in mind, like this is an old level, it might not hold, which ended up, uh, a small movement to the upside and then tank down. Scale into the 30-minute time frame. We have all the confluences that we actually need to pretty much scaling down. So as we can see the price was clearly moving up, retraces back, making lower high, double bottom, another lower high, lower low, and then start to range around for a little bit before we actually start to see this big bullish candle. It's quite filled with full momentum. So as soon as I saw the market is actually moving up, so those two combinations what I'm actually looking for entry, momentum and then break of structure, which we got both right here. So price basically going up, breaking both structures, and it's filled with with this kind of bullish momentum. So as soon as I got this, I got in, and never been in drawdown. Price going up, going up, going up. It traces back a little bit, going up, and then tank down. So I actually anticipated this tank, or let's say this movement to the downside, simply because we are on Friday. Usually what happening is people close their trades on Friday because they don't want to hold it over the weekends. At the same time, we got this level of resistance, which is perfectly fine as a take profit level. And we can see what happened here. People taking profit, start to range around a little bit before actually we start to see, the big players actually selling their positions and tank the whole market down. It's quite funny because even though we got this, I captured some of the profits and I secured, around 1% of the trade. My take profit is always at 3 times my risk, and I manage the trade as the market formally market structure on the 30-minute time frame. My stop loss is always set below the 30-minute low, recent low. So the most recent low we got here, which is around here, I set my stop loss right below it, and then I got in. So as the market was forming high lows, high highs, I was continuously managing my trade. In that example, I got out right on the blue line right here, and I captured 1% of this whole movement